Welcome back to Across Louisiana. I know the holiday time is upon us, and that means visits from families, and that can create its own set of interesting challenges if you have a family member that has Alzheimer's. And here to give us some tips on some ways to deal with that and more is Dana Terito with the Alzheimer's Services of the Capital Area. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Obviously, this is a time when everyone's family is coming in, and that creates, stresses and situations for everyone.
Right.
But it's different if you have a friend or a family member that has Alzheimer's, and it can kind of be a time to maybe identify some of those things or address some of those things. Talk to me a little bit about that.
It's hard when people come in out of town and they see the changes in mom and dad that they didn't expect.
Right.
So that's a first, startler for the family that, oh my gosh, I didn't know dad was like that. So we really need to prepare family members that are coming in to visit and just say, hey, dad, there's been some physical and mental changes with dad or mom, and you need to be really aware of them, and we're working it out. We're working on a best care plan for them. Some siblings from out of town might show a little resistance. They want to be more controlling of the caregiving, but right. We need to focus on the individual with Alzheimer's dementia. What is the best care for them at the best time?
It's also an important time to maybe identify some of those things. I mean, what are some of the things that people want to be looking out for in terms of those changes?
Right, and they've come home and there's no one home. They've been living by themselves, so to speak, mom and dad. Maybe dad, there's some memory deficits, not just losing keys, but not knowing what keys go to, poor decreased judgment, personality disorder, depression, loss of abstract thinking, loss of initiative. They'll find that their loved ones may not want to do as much as they used to. Maybe the tree's not up, but they just don't have that initiative to do that.
Right. Obviously, this is a condition that affects many people here in our community. I mean, almost everybody knows somebody who's been touched by it in some way or another. That's what you're here for. You're here to help and assist and maybe educate those folks. I mean, tell me a little bit about Alzheimer's Services and the various programs that you offer.
We're the only local and nonprofit organization to assist those affected by the disease, and we have many programs and sources: educational programs, lunch and learn, sharing the journey, financial literacy, and we have Charlie's Place, our respite and activity center for those with individuals with Alzheimer's or dementia-related illnesses. So they can come for a 6-hour day while their caregiver enjoys a respite.
So it's really important for people to know about this, because you don't want people to think that this is something where they have to go it alone, right?
No, we want to hold their hand through the whole journey, and we have so many people at Alzheimer's Services ready to open that door for them and hold their hand for the journey.
I know it's a great organization that provides lots of support. I mean, talk to me a little bit about sort of the difference that you've seen it make here in Baton Rouge.
Oh, I've just seen such an impact, because everywhere I go said, oh, I wish I would have known y'all had Charlie's Place earlier. That's why we try to get people, when they first learn of the diagnosis, to come to us, and so they'll know and they'll tell their friends and be ambassadors for us and get their loved one enrolled in Charlie's Place as soon as possible.
Well, let's talk about that. If I'm someone who's seeing this now for the first time and I've just heard about Charlie's Place, kind of take me through it. How does it work? What do I need to do?
Call and make an appointment with one of our coordinators. Come in. We can give you a tour of the office and of Charlie's Place. We can see what needs you need and resources you need and get you started. It's very overwhelming at first, and so we just want to calm that caregiver down and say, hey, we're here to help you. Let's start with this. What is the most immediate need you have with your loved one?
Obviously, it's a comprehensive approach. It's a holistic approach that you use, and it's really, we're lucky to have it. For folks who might want to find out more, where do they need to go for more information?
We're located at 3772 North Boulevard at the corner of North and Steele in Baton Rouge. They can go on our website at alzbr.org or call us at 225-334-7494. So we're there to help.
Dana, thanks for the great work you do and for coming on and telling us all about it today. Sure thing. We'll be back to wrap it up next on this edition of Across Louisiana. Don't go anywhere, folks.